Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Royal Rumble match. Introducing first, from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing 285 pounds, Hayden Wright. Introducing the individual who drew number 2 from Venice Beach, California, weighing 303 pounds, Hulk Hogan.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's Taz, and I'm Michael Cole here at ringside, welcoming you to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hey, I got top billing tonight. I'll pay you later.
Well, what can I say? These Minneapolis fans have got me in such a great mood. I'm feeling especially generous tonight.
This one could still go either way, Cole.
It sure could. It's not over until the referee calls for the bell. The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this bad boy right down the middle. I kind of wonder if Chris Benoit's lost a step. A great reversal. I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the end of this match.
You're probably right, Taz. They're so focused on a victory that they don't care what they have to put themselves through to get it.
Look at these superstars, Cole. I mean, they're not even contemplating the fact that they might lose here tonight.
They've sacrificed so much to get here, Taz. I don't think they can allow that thought to enter their heads.
You know, Cole, I was a huge Chris Benoit fan when he was here on Smackdown. But now, after thinking about it, I think there's a good reason why he jumped the Raw. I think Benoit knew he never would be WWE Champion here on Smackdown.
Oh, I doubt that very much, Taz. Chris Benoit never runs from anything. He just eliminated him with authority.
Wow, great reversal. This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you? And there's an elimination. He anticipated that move perfectly. Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You really got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. He slipped out of that one. It's not easy maintaining this type of intensity week after week after week, Cole. Trust me.
I don't doubt it, Taz. The WWE superstars don't get an off-season. They compete every week. until they're not physically capable of continuing.
Nothing beats
Man, look at these superstars. You can't ask for a better example of what makes SmackDown so...
He saw that one coming. I don't know where Carlito gets off telling people how cool he is.
Nice quick counter.
We've seen an excellent match so far, and it's not over yet.
Not by a long shot, Cole. And that's a good thing. I don't think we can ever get sick of watching these superstars go at it.
Me neither, partner.
There's the reversal, Cole.
Folks, will be staying with this match to the end with no commercial interruption.
You don't look too thrilled about it, but out is out. See ya. Conditioning's a huge factor in any match. If you can't go the distance, there ain't no way you're gonna win.
That's for sure, Taz. And the WWE Superstars are some of the best conditioned athletes in the world.
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, Taz, and he's feeding off that energy right now. Nice reversal.
He likes fighting dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's pretty good at it.
He certainly is, and I hope he's proud of himself. Personally, I find it disgusting. And there's the reversal. We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, no, that's not going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win.
And there goes a superstar.
And there's the counter, Cole. I can't say that I'm a huge fan of Hype, Cole, but I'll tell you what, I do like the fact that he almost made you wet your pants.
He did not. And get your laughs in, Whitey. He was one step ahead on that one.
Oh, come on, quit showing off. This is supposed to be a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before, Taz. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
He dodged that bullet. I think they're slowing their pace down a little bit, Cole, and that's a good way to refocus your energy, but you also give your opponent time to recover. That's not good.
It certainly isn't. But if you try to rush things, you could wind up making a critical mistake that could cost you the match.
Tough luck. Guess he'll live to fight another day. Someday, Cole, if you work hard at it, you might actually become half as cool as Carlito.
I hope that's never the case. I've seen what Carlito considers cool, and I want no part of it.
That was a textbook reversal. You know, leaving us, watch it, he reversed it.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar's like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think they're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get. textbook reversal. Can he follow up? Boy, Christian's a real piece of work. I don't think I've ever seen someone as in love with himself.
I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that.
It really burns me up.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win, rather than compete fairly.
Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter. I think it's great that Ric Flair is still active in the business after...
And this match is over for that superstar. What a counter that was.
Ric Flair, Cole, I'm telling you. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I picked up a few moves from the dirtiest player in the game.
Well, there's a legacy for you. How'd you like to be known as the superstar who inspired other superstars to cheat their way? Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think.
Here it is, Taz. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
I'll tell you what, if his opponent's got a brain in his head, he'll get the heck out of there.
You can't let your opponent continue to work over the same area of your body.
Not if you want to win the match, you can. I don't think the fans like that one too much. I'm sure this breaks this guy's heart.
It should. These fans are the lifeblood of WWE, and he doesn't give a damn what they think. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
I think he's gonna fly, Cole. Man, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their way, there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight. What a reversal! I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it. But as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game. How much longer are these superstars going to be able to keep it up?
Your guess is as good as mine, Taz. They're certainly not going easy on each other, that's for sure. Booker T has accomplished so much in his career. The Intercontinental title, the United States title, 5 times.
Oh, God. He tried to hang on, but not hard enough. He's out. Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Cole, this ain't ballet. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually stepped in between the ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
Cole, I swear, I'm gonna replace you with someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle a match. I'll tell you, as long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, they'll just keep going.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything less than 100% here tonight. I can't believe he hasn't given up yet.
It's not going to last much longer, I'm telling you. He's hurting bad.
Top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground. I wonder how JBL's going to try to cheat his way to victory.
Well, that narrowed things down a little bit. Boy, I'll tell you, this is not the way I thought this match was going to go at all.
And that's what makes the WWE so exciting. The unpredictability of the superstars. You never quite know exactly what you're going to see. Edge is such a jerk. I'm amazed that he still has a job on Raw after some of the stuff he's pulled.
Hey, Cole, lighten up a little bit. Maybe he's not got the best attitude in the world, but you gotta admit, he's a heck of a competitor.
That may be true, but I'm not a fan of the way he's been winning his matches lately. And I don't think these fans are either. Ric Flair certainly has earned the nickname the dirtiest player in the game. You can't dispute his accomplishments, but you can take this superstar is all fired up. And so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, tell you what, one mistake and we're gonna see that fire go out pronto. You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules and show some sportsmanship in the ring.
You gotta understand, Cole, I know it ain't exactly kosher, but you're putting your body on the line in there. You gotta do whatever it takes to protect yourself and pick up the win.
Taz, you're talking about two different things. Going outside the rules in the name of self-defense is one thing, but cheating to steal a victory and enhance your own career is something completely different.
Man, I don't envy that ref. You know, the last place I want to be is between these superstars.
Say that again. Talking about hazardous to your health.
Whoa, he just got eliminated. Can you believe that? You know, there is such a thing as playing to the crowd a little too much, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
Edge is so quick and...
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd, though, Cole. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion. I'll tell you what, right now, it is a good thing that Chris Jericho...
Here he comes!
Whoa! Clothesline from hell! I think he just took this guy's head off.
What an incredible match we've seen so far.
It ain't over yet, Cole.
It sure isn't. I think these superstars could keep going for quite a while longer.
You know, instead of showboating to the fans, maybe you should really keep your head to this match.
Come on, Taz. You're looking at a superstar who can beat up the crowd and use that energy to win the match.
He's going up, and what goes up must come down. This Steven Richards. I remember this guy from back in the old ECW days. You know, Cole, this Richards, he's a little bit of a nutcase, you know. I like that about him.
Richards certainly is a few sandwiches short of a picnic, but I don't know if that's exactly what you would call an advantage. There he goes. Toss.
What's he up to now?
A big DDT. What an impact.
Style, Cole. He sets a goal for himself, he tells you exactly what he's going to do, and he goes right out there and he does it.
Yeah, JBL, oh no, I think he's bleeding from that last shot.
Whoa. to Scott. I never seen a superstar come back from so many beatings. You'd think that he'd just pack it in and call it a day.
That's not Scotty's style, Taz. He might not have the most impressive one-loss record, but he's got the heart of a champion. These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Don't bother, Cole. I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon. I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
And I can't tell you how impressed I am with what I've seen here tonight so far.
How could you not be impressed, Taz? These are some of the greatest superstars in the world doing what they do best.
Hey, slow down, girl pants. I went into this expecting a good match. I'm just saying, it's even better than I thought it would be.
I know exactly what you mean. These superstars certainly are pulling out all the stops.
Looks to me as this can go down in the books as an instant classic.
I think just about every match has that potential, Taz. This is the WWE after all.
You know, the key to winning a match like this is to build some momentum. And you're not going to see a match won with just one or two moves.
No, but one or two big moves at a crucial point could change the direction of it completely. I think that's, yes, it's an elimination.
These fans should really stop cheering Scotty on. They're only going to make him want to keep getting back in the ring, and that can't be good for his health.
I think the WWE fans are where Scotty draws his strength from, Taz. When you've got them cheering for you, it feels like you can do anything.
This is one hell of a performance by some amazing... Oh, man! Heads up!
Clothesline from hell! He just about decapitated his opponent. I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope.
It's obvious these superstars have studied each other.
I think he may be looking to put his opponent away here.
Oh, man. Look out below. What a huge power bomb.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends.
He just didn't have enough left to hang on.
Oh, jeez, look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum, Taz.
Over the ropes and down to the floor to Grandma's house we go. No doubt from what we're seeing here, these WWE fans are getting their money's worth.
If they don't yet, I'm sure they will by the end of the match, Taz. That's one less superstar to deal with. Victory means absolutely everything to these competitors tonight.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. You got any others like, I don't know, nobody wants to lose? Or how about this one? The superstar who beats their opponent will be the winner.
How about Taz should spend more time calling the match and less time cutting down his broadcast partner.
These superstars are putting on a clinic in there.
Yeah, and not a health clinic. I don't think they'll be the same after this one. JBL has every advantage you could possibly ask for in his life. Money, talent, fame, and a natural drive to succeed. And I think that's why it's... I don't know if this is such a good move. This could be disastrous. There he goes. This one's over for him.
I wonder if we're going to see anything this good on Raw next Monday, Cole.
Come on, Taz. I think we both know the answer to that one.
This is dumb. Why is he risking everything by going up there? Looks like they might be taking this match down a notch. Here we go. Out of the ring and out of the match. And I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, Cole. Because you're not for personal experience, I know that.
Can you feel the heat? Feel the energy.
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover either. You gotta stay on him and wear him down.
But what about picking your spot? If you try to execute a badly timed move just because you want to stay on offense, that could have a disastrous result.
I'll tell you what, Cole. Let me talk about what it's like to be in a match like this, and you can cover what it's like to whiten your teeth. Deal? You know, this Doug Basham's a real cerebral superstar, Paul. My people tell me he's the brains of the Bashams.
That's not exactly the most flattering thing you can say about someone, Taz. When you talk about a man who's done it all in this business, you don't have to look any further than the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels is definitely a legend. He's been in this business for a very long time and has been extremely successful. But you know what? I'm not surprised that Michaels has stuck with Raw, because I do doubt that he could keep up with some of the young pups we have on.
He's out of the match and on his way to the locker room.
These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon.
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Because I guess that just makes sense. I mean, after all, SmackDown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And that's one of the few things we completely agree on, partner. It doesn't get any bigger or better than SmackDown.
Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
Hey, you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz? That doesn't seem to be so unreasonable to me.
That's because you never competed in a match, Cole. If you did, you'd...
Oh, no. Well, what's he up to now?
Whoa, man! What a wicked pump handle slam! It's crazy to think we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, Cole. Keep it up. You're going to find out how tough this job really is when your jaw gets wide shut. You're not going to see action like this anywhere except SmackDown, Cole.
You'll get no argument from me, Taz. SmackDown is the dominant brand in all of sports entertainment.
Man, what a ride! It took them all the way out of the match. Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything can be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it, Taz. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now.
You never know what to expect from these superstars, Cole. I mean, this could be over in 60 seconds or 60 minutes.
Well, it wouldn't break my heart if they went for an hour, Taz. I'm really enjoying this match.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, and it looks like he's bleeding. This is not going to help his chances.
Well, that depends, Cole. I mean, some guys, they go a little nuts at the sight of their own blood, and they become unstoppable.
Well, that doesn't seem like a good strategy to me. I hope he ends this before he suffers a serious injury.
Uh-oh. You know what's coming next, Cole.
Tombstone pile driver. How many superstars have fallen victim to that over the years? He's taken some serious damage. His opponent isn't fooling around here.
Yeah, no kidding. You can't let someone keep working you over like that.
I don't know how Raw General Manager Eric Bischoff can allow a monster like Steve.
Hit the showers. You're out of the match. Man, I'll tell you what, man. This one's just turned. Sayonara, Scout. See you next time. This is completely off the hook, Cole.
We were expecting a solid match.
Too bad that's it, Cole. I could have watched them go even longer.
I hate to see this match end like this. I was really looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too, Cole.
Here's
Ever
your
since this
winner.
match was made, I've been wondering who would win.
Well, unless we get a rematch, I guess we'll never know the answer to that one, Taz.